Hello, hello, everybody. How are you tonight? Hello, Miss Angela and Miss Sherry. Welcome in. It's great to see you both. I'm a little bit early, but I was late last week, so we're trying to even it out. And I realize when I left off last week, I completely forgot to keep our entries in for the live draw. So we are going to do it twice tonight. We're going to wait just a few minutes for a few people to show up, and then we will give a keyword so that you can enter in for that. And then later on in the live, closer to the end, we will do it again for tonight's live. It's the only way I could think of to make up for my boo-boo last week. Hello, Bridget. Welcome in. It's great to see you here. How are you tonight? What's everyone working on tonight? I have been slowly working on a shawl. I got a couple bags done last night. They are going to be shipped out in the morning. I do have a few bags left. If you are interested, they are in my post area, and I have fabric left. So if you are wanting to have a set made, I can show you what fabric I have on hand. Just send me an email at queenscraftsbybridget at yahoo.com and we will work it out from there. Hello, Miss Deborah. Well, that's fine. Go ahead and lurk. I know how that is. I quite often lurk in almost everybody's lives, because there's just not enough time to get it all done and be present in all the lives. Oh, that's wonderful. I bet she will absolutely love her Christmas gift. Excuse me, dry throat. Hello, Miss Sally. Welcome in. Hello, Pam. Welcome in, sweetheart. So I went to Aiken. That's where we used to live, a couple weeks ago with the king. And I noticed that they had a Michael's store now in Aiken. So this week I had to go into Aiken to go into the bank. And since I had to go to the bank, right down the road, I had to stop on in at Michael's to see what they had in their location. They didn't have enough fabric at all. There was like two, maybe three little partial rows of fabric. So nothing impressive there. I didn't find anything that I needed to have. But they did have some Halloween stuff on clearance, and I did find something that I could not walk away from. And I'm going to get it all painted up eventually. And I plan on using it for something fun for my birthday. But then after that, a friend of mine gave me a really fun idea to use it as part of our giveaways here on the channel. And I think that will be a lot of fun. So we're going to do that once I have my first idea done with it. So it'll be something new that we add in the new year. Now, what I'm talking about is right here. It's an Advent, but it looks like a really cool witchy house. So I absolutely had to have it. I'm going to paint it all up so that the details can be seen a bit better. And then my friend's idea was to put different things in each drawer, whether it be stitch markers or other little odds and ends that we use in our craft. And when we do a giveaway, the person that wins can choose a door to pick from, and then we will reveal what is inside that door is their extra little fun giveaway gift. So I thought that was a really cool idea, and we're going to run with it. It was originally almost $100. It was about 60% off when I found it. So I got it for around $40. Not too bad, I guess. And welcome in, Granny D. It's great to see you, sweetheart. I know Granny D has a fun little advent box that she uses. And welcome in, Jen Snow. Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody else. Glad to see you guys here tonight. Right? I have the most awesome friends. They have the best ideas, and they don't mind sharing with me. I have not made a whole lot of progress, but a little progress has been made on my virus shawl that I'm working on. This is going to a friend when it gets done, just because the yarn makes me think of her. So I'm going to send it off to her. Now, that's not quite true to color. It's more teal than it is blue, but I got to get the lighting fixed in this room. I have about half a cake left to go, and then one more hank. So it'll be a fairly decent size shawl. Hello, Mr. Jonathan. Welcome in. And Tina, welcome in. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the thumbie very much. Yes, you got the wooden Christmas tree. So pretty. Yeah, virus stitch is one of my very favorite patterns to do. Whether it's a straight virus or the virus meets granny or the virus meets, it's this German word that I can't say. Very, very pretty patterns, no matter which one you're doing. I've also done a virus blanket. That ended up getting put in timeout for about 3 or 4 years because I miscounted my stitches on the first round of making a new set. And I didn't feel like ripping it out. So it got put in timeout for like 3 or 4 years. And then I finally took it out of timeout and pulled back the little ways I needed to pull back and finished it off the way it should have been before I ran out of yarn. But it's a beautiful blanket, even though, it got punished because I was being ornery. Blankets take too long. I just get ornery with them. I can't with it. I know that it goes by too fast, doesn't it, Pam? Hello, Miss Lisa. Welcome in, sweetheart. Yeah, time it's like how did we get here already? Like we're just a few months away from my birthday again. It's like I'm not ready to get older again yet. This needs to stop now. Right. The whips are sometimes they have to go to timeout because you just can't deal with them right then and there. Unfortunately, I have a few of them in timeout that literally all I need to do is weave in the ends. I'm the worst with that. If there's a lot of ends, I get very overwhelmed. And I know I should weave them in as I go. That would save me so much headache and stress. But I get so excited to get going and I don't want to pause because I'm excited about going. And yeah, then I put it off and then I'm mad at myself and they have to go in timeout. Hello, Miss Lydia. Welcome in. And Marie, welcome in. I think this year what I'm going to do for my birthday advent is I've got a bunch of hand spun minis around from when every time I finish off a bobbin um or a full yarn, I take the extra off the one bobbin and I chain ply it. So they're all different sizes, all different, different makeups and whatnot. I'm thinking I might put those in a project and then maybe knit up a scarf or something fun like that with all my little leftovers. Hello, Miss Jennifer. Welcome in. It's great to see you, sweetheart. Oh, I forgot to doopy. And last week, I completely forgot to give out our memberships. Let's do that. There we go. Let's see. Who got those? Okay. Miss Granny D, Miss Ellen, and Suzanne. Oh, it jumped on me. And Lisa Goulet, Kiwis Crochet Love and Leanie, handcrafted by Jackie, Another Yarn, and Michelle J. Congratulations, all of you, and welcome aboard. Thank you, Miss Sally. Let me get back over to this side so I can actually see the chat. And then to go. Sorry, I can't, for some reason, I cannot think and talk at the same time. And this is because I messed up last week and I forgot to draw for our winners. So we are going to do 10 people now. And all you have to do is type in the word friends. And then later on in the night, we will do it again for tonight's draw. Again, last week I turned everything off and completely forgot to do this. I apologize. And thank you, Miss Granny D. Yeah, I don't know. I clicked off the live and then it went boink, you didn't do that. And I'm like, oh no. My memory is the absolute worst. Mm. We went for a motorcycle ride this weekend. We had a club meeting and then we went to a peanut festival. That was kind of cute. There was some ladies out there selling some of their crocheted makes. They had some flowers and another table had some amigurumi. There was quite a few other crafters out there, the ones that are doing like the sublimation printing onto the cups and stuff like that. And some people that were doing like the laser etching onto wood and other objects and whatnot. It was kind of neat. It's in a little bitty town, very close to us. Like I think the town is 2 roads and maybe a block or two. So it's a tiny little town. Oh, awesome. 16 months, Miss Lulu. That is awesome. Thank you, sweetheart. Hooked by Blair, welcome in. And Maisie, welcome in. I'm sorry if I didn't say hello individually to any of you. Miss Mary's here now. Welcome in. And Heidi B. Wow, lots of friends tonight coming in. That's awesome. We have 19 in so far. I think that's probably it, but we'll give it just a few more seconds. And we are going to draw a total of 10 names. Oh, there's 20. Okay. We'll give it just a few more seconds. 21. There we go. We got 23 in the room. All right. I think we're probably good now. I'm going to give it a draw. Congratulations, Miss Pam. Draw again. Congratulations, Bridget. And she even spells it my way. I love it. Miss Lulu, congratulations. I need to figure out what station it is you can play without getting copyright strikes. That would be nice to have some music for when we're doing this and my brain can only do one thing at a time. Congratulations, Miss Sally. And Denise Lee, congratulations. Halfway done. Miss Angela, congratulations. I think what I'm going to do this month is I'm going to, tonight, after I'm done with the live here, I am actually going to make a specific set of bags for our winner. For the month, and then make up another set just in case we do hit that goal and we can have two winners, whether it happens tonight or another night. Congratulations, Miss Flower Tammy. Miss Tina, congratulations. You guys don't have to do anything. This just puts you on the list. At the beginning of the month, we will draw a winner live. You do have to email me when you do win, so you will have to at least be watching the replay of our first live of the month. Congratulations, Miss Lydia. And last but not least, we have Mateo. Congratulations. Go. Congratulations, everybody. And I do apologize for not getting that done last week before we clicked off. Hot damn, Elaine's crafting. Hello and welcome in, sweetheart. It's wonderful to see you. Love that chat name. Just absolutely love it. Just kind of scrolling through, make sure. Oh, Miss Deborah, thank you very much. Let me get you wrote down. I was on the other screen and could not see, so. Okay, I believe I got everybody, but I will double check at the end of the live. Yes, it's wonderful, wonderful to see everybody here tonight. Oh, thank you, Granny D. It's great to have you however long you can be here. You have a wonderful night. So I still need to figure out how to do all the things for this new camera so that I can flip it and have you guys see my hands. I haven't had time to really look into any of that. And as you've seen, I haven't done any videos this week. I don't know. I've been feeling I don't know. I lost my mojo for YouTube. I need to get back into it. I guess being away for a little while just kind of got me out of the habit of making videos. So now thinking about making videos is giving me anxiety. Physically, I'm great. I just haven't been having the desire to make any videos, and I really need to get back to it. I do enjoy sharing with my friends what I'm up to and everything. And I have some videos that need to be made. And one I'll have to remake because I still can't find where it got put in the computer. I'm sure it's in there. I'm not computer savvy enough to find it. Welcome in, Wanda. It's great to see you, sweetheart. And Lana Nana Banana Crochet says, can't stay, just stopped in to say hi and give a thumb. Well, thank you very much for stopping in and giving your thumb. It's very appreciated. And Miss Michelle, welcome in, sweetheart. Yeah, I physically feel so much better. Matter of fact, I have even gotten up to, I can do a whole 15 minutes on the elliptical. I get all sweaty and gross afterwards, of course, but I'm doing it. I'm getting up there, and it's not causing me major physical pain. So the next step is I want to increase how many days of the week that I can do it, where I can go like, instead of going 2 days in between, I can do like every other day. And then eventually I want to get up to the point where I can do at least a good 6 days out of the week, if not 7. And I want to be able to walk up to an hour a day on it, just to get myself to a more healthier weight. I will never be in the doctor's quote unquote weight range, because if I got that small, I would look very sick. But I do want to get to where I'm a little healthier size, where my heart doesn't have to work quite so hard. So I've been getting in there and, you know, putting in a video, putting on one of my friends, and y'all are one of my friends, whichever one that day, is talking to me while I'm up on the elliptical doing my thing and getting all sweaty and nasty. I thought about doing a thing, maybe like a let's walk together type thing or something like that, but I didn't know if anybody would be interested, because Oh, thank you, Miss Wanda. And I got really lucky. I found the elliptical on Facebook Marketplace and I only gave $60 for it. So, and it fit in the back of my car. Yeah, it's one, I'm not pushing myself to get anywhere too fast, because I know that my heart can't handle that, but I do know that I can handle, a good hour a day walking. Because, oh, excuse me, I did it before I came up this way. When I lived in the city, instead of taking my car places, most of the time I chose to walk. And because of that, it was easy to keep at a healthy weight without having to, count every single calorie that I took in. I was able to have a little bit of the naughty stuff even and maintain a healthy weight. Where right now it feels like if I even walk into a room that's got something unhealthy in it, I put on 10 pounds. And I don't want that. Still have mystery boxes. And mystery boxes would make a really awesome gift for one of our crafty friends or a gift for ourselves. We should not forget ourselves because quite often we do get forgotten. So, to keep that in mind, if you guys are interested in a mystery box, Miss Wanda has them and they are amazing. Not only have I had some really wonderful ones, but quite a few of our friends have and they've made videos. So, um if you're interested, you could look up some of those videos and get an idea of the wonderful stuff that's inside. Linda, you're taunting me. Coffee, coffee, coffee. So I found yesterday we went to Costco because in December we're going on a Toys for Tots charity ride. And so we're bringing some toys to go onto that charity ride. We have to donate toys to take the ride. And then later in the month, we are going on a veterans charity ride where you have to bring gifts for veterans to go on the ride. So we ran over to Costco and got some really nice warm socks and we got some really nice throw blankets, and that's what we're going to bring in for our donation for the veterans ride. Well, while we were there, I decided to get myself one of the yummy coffees from up front and realized they had the coffee in a slushy machine. I was like, brilliant. So I came home and I let my fingers do the walking. You can get a slushy machine that to make your coffee with on Amazon for like $160. I might just have to start saving up for one of those. It's the 14th or the 16th. I will look it up and tell you guys for sure next week, or I will make a video on it. Because they are looking for, blankets and hats and gloves and, warm weather stuff like that. So if you guys did want to donate, I definitely I definitely could bring them along. And thank you very much, Miss Cindy. And for the vets ride, we're actually going to have a helicopter escort. So Okay, no problem. Yeah, I can send you my address, Wanda, no problem. And for anybody else, my address is in the description box and it's in my About Me. I do have a P.O. box, so if you're interested in helping out, you're more than welcome. You can send it to my P.O. box and I will bring it on in from there. Yeah, absolutely love doing stuff for the veterans. That's why we rode in the Veterans Day parades that we did the previous weekend. Um, my entire family, every generation of my family has military members. I myself was drug around base to base for the first few years of my life, including going to Germany before my parents ended up deciding to get divorced. Yeah, I bet they would love some wonderful blankets. There's also a little place right down the road from me that does a lot of volunteer work and whatnot for our veterans, all branches of the service. So that is awesome. That is so awesome, Miss Wanda. Yeah, most of the members in our club are veterans as well. And so, oh, no wonder I can't see nothing. Those things are filthy. I need to get the videos up. I have them transferred to my phone now. I just got to do the rest of the editing and get them put up onto the other channel. Hopefully, I'll get that done this week. So you guys can see the parades that at least one of the parades we rode in. The first one, we forgot the camera equipment at home. I'm like, we're not going to make very good YouTubers if we don't bring the camera equipment with us or remember to set it up before we start doing anything. So we had a good chuckle about that one. That's way behind. Okay, Miss Jennifer. Hopefully you guys aren't getting slammed with ads this week. They completely changed um how they have the monetization set up, so it was very confusing. Hopefully I did it right. I hate when they change stuff like that. I get used to something being a certain way, and because I'm not very good with technology, I get confused very easy. Welcome in, Miss Mandy. It's wonderful to see you. If my mouth would work. Mm. Are you guys working on Christmas presents? I've decided this year that I just don't have time for it. We're gonna buy Christmas presents this year. Usually I make them all, but just don't have the time this year. Well, that's not too bad, I guess. Two ads. Yeah. Like, for instance, the app for this camera, right? It's supposed to, it has a controller app, right? But when I come into StreamYard, I have to turn off the app that controls the camera because the browser can't pick it up while the app is open. So how am I supposed to control the camera and do all the settings that I want to do if it can only be opened in one or the other place? I don't understand at all. So I'm going to have to get a hold of one of the people that I know has one of these. Maybe she can walk me through it because I don't get it. And, it comes with a little book, right? But the writing is absolutely tiny. And even the parts that are in English doesn't make any sense to me. They might as well be speaking Greek. I have no idea. Well, I hope that things settle down for you, Miss Cindy, and you're able to start working on the things that you want to work on. Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I finished the I Love Lucy bag last night. I finally got the Jack Skeleton bag done last night. So I am all caught up on orders except for Mel's, and I still have to complete the Predator mask. I'm getting there. I hate getting behind on things, but the fiber will be here soon. I had a friend blend it for me so that I could just spin it up, and that will be here very soon. It's been mailed out, so I'll be able to get Mel's yarn made and out to her hopefully before the beginning of the year. That's the goal anyways. I'd like to make a clean slate at the beginning of the year. This year was a little crazy. I had so many big plans and I completely fell on my face with all of them. But I should have known better than to try to plan out everything like that. As much as I admire people that can do that, I am simply not one of those people. I having to stay to a strict schedule and maintain doing certain things at certain times just doesn't work for me. That's just not who I am. And like I said, I really admire people that can do that. It's just not me. Like, just saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that makes me not want to do it no more. And it's the weirdest thing. I know I shouldn't be that way, but there's a part of my personality that, for whatever reason, I haven't been able to change that. Yes, I got a shawl going. Sorry, I'm looking down at it. In this row, I have to count to make sure that I have the right amount of double crochets in my chain of sevens. It's the first row past the chains on the virus stitch. No, not I try not. I just try to look at it as, I accept my flaws for what they are, you know. I know none of us are perfect. Um, I wish it would show more true, though. This is actually more teal than blue. I mean, there is blues in it. This is one of the yarns that I over dyed. It originally was one of Hobby Lobby's hand dyed yarns, and my last session, I decided that I wanted to keep dyeing yarn, and I was out of bear yarn to dye, so I grabbed a couple yarns that I wasn't real keen on when I got them, but I bought them because they were, at the right price. Um, and I decided to over dye them. So that was a fun experiment. I really do enjoy dyeing yarn, and especially like right now we've got the wood stove going, and I love dyeing yarn using my wood stove. And Miss D from D's Creative Hands has been encouraging me to keep going on dyeing yarn. I am thinking about it. Right now I don't have the money to invest in bear yarn, so maybe next month, but in all actuality, it'll probably be January before I'm able to um, buy any bear yarn, just for the fact is, I need to buy, the king's Yule presents and whatnot. And he will take care of the stuff for, family and stuff like that. But I need to actually get his, gifts. I don't want to take our joint account and go and get his gifts with that, because he's the one that puts the money in that account. Here, you bought yourself a gift. So it'll probably be in January when I'm able to get some more bear yarn, and I'll dye some up then, and we'll see what happens. um I guess we'll try again, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it does, it does. I don't know. Like, I really love dyeing the yarn. I really hate selling the yarn. Um, I feel pushy, and I don't ever want, I hate that feeling. Like, I hate the feeling of selling to somebody. I'm much more comfortable with someone just coming up and saying, "Hey, I really like that. Can I get it from you?" That that works better for me than being the auctioneer, or, s- being a salesperson. You too, Miss Tina. You have a wonderful night, and thank you for stopping in. It was wonderful to see you. I hope that you get to come by more often. Oh no, you're fine, Miss Cindy. Everyone understands that, we are all crafters, so we're all doing all the things, and trying to take part in the chats as well. It's a lot to keep up with. So don't ever feel bad if you can't keep up with the chat, and you're just listening, because I can't. I know quite often I miss people saying stuff to me when I'm in, when I come into a chat and say hello. Um, it's just, I don't have the time or the attention span to um keep up with it all. That's a good part of it, the attention span. I'm off doing this, doing that, and you run, run, run. We are going to pretty soon here. do our entries for tonight. Thank you, Miss Denise. Right? I lose interest very easily with the attention span of a gnat. That about sums me up too, Miss Wanda. That's why I can't do blankets. I'm in awe of people that can. Like, it's not that I can't do blankets. I have done blankets. Is blankets are much harder for me because of the time that they take. And it's doing the same stitch over and over and over again. And I get so bloody bored that I finish it off early or it gets put in an indefinite timeout. You know, becomes a shawl or a cloak. Yeah, like shirts and sweaters and even shawls and stuff that don't take that amount of time and dedication. And that's why I think they're easier for me to get done. That and there's more problems to solve with wearables than a blanket, because if you want it to fit the body right, you're always thinking of different ways to have it tuck in here or come out there, or it's just more to keep my brain active, and it's more challenging. So I guess that's probably why I like it a little bit better, even though those things can make it, irritating. Or a wash rag. Yeah, I need to get on the ball and get the money saved up too for the bigger Addy so that I can make hat and scarf sets. As of right now, I'm cranking out scarves and crocheting hats. Um, but I would prefer if I could do both of them, just cranked out real quick and cinch up the top or whatever and finish off a hat and a scarf real quick and have a set to go. Mm. I will, at times, I will to listen while I'm listening. Hmm. The king will laugh, comes in here and he starts laughing at me because I'll have, two friends that are live at the exact same time. So I'll have one friend going on one device and another friend going on another device. And I am actively listening to both of them as I'm working on stuff. And he's like, how in the world are you understanding anything that's going on? And I can tell him, well, she's talking about such and such pattern, whatever she's talking about. And this one here is talking about the yarn they just dyed or whatever. And I don't know. I can just, it calms my brain to have so much chaos going on sometimes. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought you meant by that. Is that you will lurk while you crochet? Oh, reclaiming a whip. That sounds like fun. Hopefully, the yarn treats you well after you get it rescued out of that blanket that or whatever the project that came from the thrift store. Poor projects. Always breaks my heart when I see someone's hard work at the thrift store hanging there, because it more than likely was not the person that made it that brought it there, you know? And that just makes me so sad that someone did all that work and put all that love and time into something for someone and it was discarded as easy as something, that was store bought that had no love, time, and attention put into it. Well, that's awesome. Beautiful, soft yarn. That's always wonderful. Well, I would love to see what you turn it into when you use your magic to make it something wonderful. Yeah. It's like, I'll see on Facebook all the time people selling um a blanket for like $5. And it's like, that person didn't make that blanket if they're selling it for $5 because the yarn cost them way more than that, especially now. My goodness, the price of yarn has gone way up. I haven't bought yarn in so long that, or even, my trip to Michael's was the first time I've been to Michael's in probably a good 3 or 4 years since the last time I went to Michael's. And yeah, I didn't even really stop and look at the yarn. I seen the price tags that they had on the end caps, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll just keep not buying yarn and use up what I have, and because that's just ridiculous. That's it. Here we go. Let's see. Do this one more time. Come on. There we go. We're going to choose another 5 people. Or you know what? We're going to do 10. We're going to do 10 again. We're going to choose another 10 people. So type in the word queen to be considered in the draw. Again, this is just adding you to the live draws that will be chosen on our first live of next month. Oh, that is so nice, Miss Sherry. I'm glad that you were able to get it back and be able to use that. We went to the Spin Right sale. Oh, fun, fun. Hope you found some good bargains. I've heard they have some really good bargains at their sale. That's usually when I buy yarn is when I find some clearance sale or something like that. Because most of the time, if the project is for us, I don't use box store yarn with it because it's just too hot here to wear box store yarn, like the acrylic and whatnot. Um, I made the king a beautiful sweater my first or second year crocheting, and he has worn it a couple, maybe 3, 4 times because it just simply doesn't get cold enough here for him to wear it. And he gets overheated in it, so it doesn't get loved like it should. And it's a beautiful sweater. It's one of Bod's patterns. It's her cable stitch sweater, her man's cable stitch sweater. Absolutely lovely pattern. It was really fun to make too. It's just that the acrylic yarn is just too hot. I'm sorry there wasn't a whole lot of variety, but glad the prices were good and cheap. Yeah, I'm sure that by the last day it's pretty well picked through at that the spin rate sale. You know, quite a few people I know save up so that they can go hog wild at that sale um every year or every couple years or whatever. Yay, I made a whole row. Let's see. We got 13 entries so far. Give it a few more seconds, see if anyone else gets in there, and then we'll start drawing. And I will work hard on trying to figure this camera out for our next live so that we can start where you guys can see my hands and we can work on projects and stuff like that together again. Um, because I really did enjoy doing that stitch of the month and stuff like that. So I'd like to resume that. Probably we'll do it next month. But if you can't participate because of, being Christmas and Yule and stuff like that, I completely understand. All right, we stayed at 13, so we are going to draw. And I thank everybody for coming in tonight and spending time with me. Congratulations, Miss Sherry. Miss Denise, congratulations. Such a beautiful puppy. Congratulations, Miss Tammy. Congratulations, Miss Heidi. Such a beautiful little fur baby. Another beautiful fur baby, Miss Navy Mommy. Miss Karen, congratulations. Miss Mary, congratulations. Miss Angela, congratulations, honey. Miss Terry, congratulations. And Miss Deborah, congratulations, honey. There we go. Thank you, everybody. I very much appreciate you coming in and spending time with me. Thank you very much to everyone that sent in supers tonight. Very much appreciated. Hello, Miss Jill. Welcome in, sweetheart. Very tired tonight. That's understandable, Miss Jill. I completely understand. It's been a long Monday, I think, for a lot of us. Let's see. Yes, I need to get back to making videos so that I can see all the rest of my friends because I know not everybody does the live stream stuff. Um, I do need to do my stash down for the month, which big surprise, I didn't get anything done, but a couple of my friends did. So I'm gonna hop on and do that, and I still need to draw a winner from the cauldron for the month for 2 months. So I've got to get my backside in gear and get that done. Hopefully, I will be able to get to that in the next couple of days. Just a reminder, I do have some bags left over. They are on my community tab, everything that I have in stock. I do have fabric left. So if you don't see a bag there that you would like and you want to have a bag for yourself or someone as a Christmas gift, please do get a hold of me. I will make you up a bag anytime. And thank you very much, Miss Michi. Wonderful to see you, Michi. How are you doing tonight, sweetheart? Or I should say to Michi, Dankeschön. Of course, you're a lady. One of the most awesome ladies on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Jill. Thank you very much, sweetheart. Drop by before bed. Thank you, Mimi Tammy. I hope that you rest well, sweetheart. Well, you do a very good job of doing that, Mishi. You touch a lot of hearts, that's for sure. Thank you, Miss Deborah. You're welcome, Miss Bonnie. Yes, I try to make sure that not always, successful. I have made mistakes, and that has made things bog down a time or two. But I try very, very hard to make sure that any customer of mine gets treated with the utmost of love and respect, and I try to get things out in a very timely manner and get things done as fast as humanly possible, because people want their stuff, and it's hard to wait for things, and I want to make sure that things get there as quickly as possible. So a lot of times I do things right away the day they're ordered, if not the day after. At least I do try. And thank you, Miss Mimi, and thank you, Sherry. And Sherry R. Thank you very much. I got you both wrote down. Yay! I seen confetti. That is awesome. So that means that tonight I will be making not one set, but two sets of bags. That is awesome. So I will get those made up tonight, and I will show you next week during our live what our winner for the month, or our winners for the month, will be taking home with them. Chandler's in the room? I must have missed somebody. Hmm. Well, I like to be good to the people that are good to me, and all of my friends here on the channel. And if you're part of the channel, you're my friend. That's just all there is to it. Um, if you're part of my channel, you're one of my friends. And that's why I say that I don't make bags for the public anymore, but I will always make a bag for one of my friends, which means if you're part of my channel and you need a bag, you let me know, and we will work that out, because, you know, that's just how that goes. And I really do enjoy making the bags. I just don't like having them sit around here and not being loved. You know, it breaks my heart when they just sit around in a closet and whatnot. So, um, just making bags to order, it just works a lot better for me. Good night, Miss Mimi. Sleep well, sweetheart. Oh, yes, the little bag is for your stitch markers or your little bitty scissors, or, your odds and ends. Like, wait, they hold quite a bit though. Like, this one here has a DS charger, a whole bunch of tea, nail set, and tweezers, just in case, because I had this bag packed for the hospital. And then it also has an organza bag with ends for are for the ends of your knitting needles. It's got a whole bunch of stitch markers in it, darning needles, scissors, all of that fit in this little bitty bag. I like to have these little bags so that I don't have to go digging around, fumbling through the bottom of the bag, trying to find a little bitty stitch marker that ended up getting stuck inside the yarn somewhere, and then I can't find it when I need it. This way, everything is right where it's supposed to be, and I can go directly to my little scissors are always in this bag, or my darning needles or my stitch markers. It's just a great thing to have along with me for my little extras. Then this one is generally in my pocketbook at all times. This is my on the go socks. I always have a pair of socks on the go because if I get stuck at the doctor's office or I go to the pharmacy and I don't have my medicine ready yet and I'm going to sit there for 15 minutes, I can put in a couple rounds because I always have this in my pocketbook with me. I love these little takeout bags. It fits inside my purse perfectly and fits like a great, socks or hat, gloves, towels, small little projects that are great for on the go. This bag is wonderful for that. But this, I had to claim one of the bags. This one here, I was like, nope, this one's got to stay with me. It's too cute. I love this fabric. Oh, that's awesome, Bonnie. That makes me smile. So awesome. Yeah, I had to have a couple bags in that fabric because it was just I love it. And I'm not even a big fan of purple. Matter of fact, I absolutely hated the color purple until I met my girlfriend Ray and Mama G and a few other friends that absolutely love the color purple. Now that I am able to associate the color with people that I really love rather than a person that I can't stand, I can have the color around me now without feeling Aw, thank you, Miss Lulu. I appreciate that. I really do love seeing people with their bags that I've made and whatnot. It just fills my heart with joy. Makes me do a happy dance. Purple with teal. That would be very pretty together. It's all right, Miss Bonnie. It's all right. Yeah, I start at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. I know that's a little late for the East Coast people, but it was a good time to, some of the West Coast people can come in if they want to. A lot of them are done with work, but they're also making dinner around this time. So, I do understand not everybody can come in, but it was a time that kind of fit for a lot of people. And there wasn't a lot of people to compete with on Mondays, at least when I first started. Now, Mondays do get a little busy sometimes, but I didn't want to, make a live on a day where there's everybody else is going live in our circle and step on somebody else's toes. Not that I really believe in that, but I do, but I don't. I don't know. I struggle with that one. But if I'm live at the same time one of my friends is live, then I can't be in their live, and then I miss their live, and I don't want to miss their live. So try to look at it that way. Yeah, I know. This is very true, Miss Jill. This is very true. Yeah, there's so many lives going on all the time. I do want to add in a couple more, and I do need to add in a members only live. Um, I just got to get where I'm more comfortable with going live again, and work up to that, you know. Oof. Wood stove's working. It was rather cold in the house when I woke up this morning. I actually had to light the fire when I got up because it got good and cold in here while I was asleep. Thank you, Jill. It really ought to the price that it cost. Boy, but I got the Insta 360 web camera, so it does pretty good. Like most of the colors are pretty spot on. You know, some of them I'm still struggling with. Teal is a very hard color to photograph or to record for whatever reason. Cameras don't like it. They like to turn it to blue or some other color. But I think I can get that better with better lighting. So I'm going to look into what kind of lighting I need to get to have my colors show up the way that they should. Hopefully, it won't cost too much. I never thought that YouTube would be so expensive. Ew, ew, Miss Deborah, quit your cussing. Ew. Ugh, snow. Okay. No, thank you. No, no, no. I left Wisconsin. I don't want that no more. Ah, yeah. Ray put a short video up on YouTube that showed that it was snowing up by her, and I'm like, ew. Yeah, it got really cold here this year, way before it normally does. Like, we don't usually even light our first fire until November, and then usually in November, it's like put the fire on at night, put like maybe 4 little pieces of log in there, let that burn out, and then it's fine again until the next night. No, there's actually been a few days where I had the fire going on low all day, all night for several days in a row already this year. Not happy about that. Hello, Chris. Welcome in, sweetheart. Good night, Miss Jill. Thank you for stopping by, honey. Oh, drop my pencil. You have snow all year round? Oh, oh my. No, 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 no. Like, I love snow if I'm going snowmobiling and like seeing the first snow covering the trees is so beautiful. The cold that comes with it, no, thank you. Flurries in central North Carolina tonight expected. Oi. Another yarn. Welcome in. It's pleasant snow. You're related to it. Yeah. Jen's got a good sense of humor. As long as it's pleasant snow, that we will allow. That is very cute. Very, very cute. Well, guys, it has been just a little over an hour. I think I am gonna head up on out of here. Because I really don't have any more crafty stuff to show you or anything. Um, like I said, I am gonna try to work on this camera so that I can, show you what I'm working on. I think that will be a little bit easier for me if I'm sitting here and crocheting with you guys and you can see what I'm working on. Be easier to say, stay a little bit longer. And hopefully I can wrangle a couple of my girlfriends to come along and pop up with me and stuff like that. Because I think it's a little bit more fun when I have someone to kind of bounce back and forth with a little bit. It's a little bit easier on my nerves as well. Because, well, you would never know it because I do YouTube videos, but I'm a very shy person. I just don't know what to say when I get up here half the time. And I don't want you guys to be bored. So we're going to work on getting some friends in and doing some projects and stuff like that so that we have some fun times while we're in here crafting together. Until next week, I truly hope that you guys are crafting your happiness. As Sally says, kindness definitely does matter. I love you all. Until next time, bye for now.